Hey guys, remember all the haters? All the haters that told you that I was a scammer and HEX was a scam? I got bad news for the haters. We're making new all-time highs where everything else is getting wrecked. We have 100% uptime while everything else is hacked and down. You go to your bank, it's down. You go to Coinbase, it's down. You go to KuCoin, it's down. KuCoin's been hacked, Binance has been hacked, Quadriga CX went down, Cryptopia went down, BTC went down, Mt. Gox went down. Everything in crypto is getting wrecked all the time. But the people living in the shining city in the hill, the Hexicans, we're living the dream. We're hitting new all-time highs constantly, over and over and over again. Everything's getting better and better and better in our community, while the wrecked plebs out there that thought they were smart, they thought they were better than you, they're not smarter than you, they're not better than you. Let's take Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor was calling Bitcoin a scam back in 2013, said it would die like online gaming died. Is that what happened? No, the price went up and up and up and up and up. And it went up so high that he finally FOMO'd. He finally said, you know what, I can't take the pain anymore of missing it. I have to finally buy in. And so what did he do? He bought the top. So Michael Saylor bought in, 10K, 20K, 30K has been averaging up with his buys getting smaller and smaller at higher prices. And you're like, well, man, I tell you what, if I bought a few $1 billion of something, I'd want the price to move more than a 3X. I mean, HEX just went up from, it went up 4,000-fold in price and is hitting new all-time highs with everything else is dying. And Michael Saylor's there shilling it on TV, the thing that he used to call scam back when I had huge bags of it. Billionaires are buying my Bitcoin bags that I mined back when it was 50 cents. They love to buy Bitcoin at $10,000 per coin. They hated it and called it a scam back when it was 50 cents. We're having the exact same thing now in HEX. I think that we are dominating, we are winning. I don't know what we could do better. You can't have more than 100% uptime, that's it. I don't know how you could have much better than 4,000x in 600 days. That's almost 2 years and you've got a 4,000x before staking. How are we gonna beat that? Can you have better than hex.com? You can't misspell it. It's a 3-letter dictionary.com name. The logo's so amazing, we're seeing everyone tattooing on their bodies. I've seen a lot more HEX tattoos than I've seen Bitcoin tattoos, and I've been in Bitcoin for 10 years. So every single possible metric that we could have, we're killing it, and everyone else is just watching with their jaw open like, how is this possible? And they haven't seen anything yet. I know guys that have hundreds of millions of dollars that are trying to get more HEX right now and trying to get staked so that their stakes can be doubled for the PulseChain.com launch. And if those guys buy in, they're gonna move the price up, man, a lot, because they can't get that supply anywhere else. So if you thought this new all-time high was a lot, you haven't seen anything yet. We've doubled 11 times. We're almost to our 12th doubling now, and I don't see any reason that that doubling won't continue. The price chart is curving up, and for you viewers at home, up is this way. So if you thought 4,000x in 600 days was good, it appears to be going higher faster. And this isn't like a buy the rumor, sell the news event. There's no specific date where, you know, a bunch of supply is gonna come free. People, the average amount of time people are locking up their HEX went from 4.8 years to 5.8 years, and it keeps getting longer and longer and longer. So what happens to something that people buy and they never sell, and they lock it up for longer periods of time? The price goes up. It's very obvious, it's very simple. So I'm proud to be the founder of the best cryptocurrency to ever be invented. And I'm proud to be a participant in the Hexican community. And I'm proud that if you thought 4,000x gains was a lot in 600 days, soon it's gonna be past 10,000. And I remember when I made the HEX website and I said, you know, this was designed to do a 10,000x return in a year and a half or 2.5 years. Everyone said it was a scam, it was impossible. How dare you design something with the intention of becoming valuable? Well, that's what business is. By design, business is the creation of value for shareholders. So every business is trying to create and accrue value, and I'm honest and open about it. And I said, I want to design the highest appreciating asset that's ever existed. And then we did it, and it's working. And I think we'll be past 10,000x very soon. And then will I hear apologies from all those people that said evil things about me? Let me tell you the difference between me and everyone else in cryptocurrency. I'm a self-help author that gives away free books to try and make your life better. I give away free videos with the ads turned off on YouTube. They're not allowed to show ads on my videos. Who else is doing that in cryptocurrency? I tell you to stop drinking, stop trading, you know, call your mom. I tell you to live a good, wholesome life. And who else in crypto is doing that? Everyone else in crypto wants to see you get wrecked margin trading. That's the only revenue they have. So, you know, it's a self-help author doing everything for free, giving you free coins, free books, free videos, free advice, living the dream, just raised $27 million for charity. Has anyone else from cryptocurrency raised $27 million charity that wasn't me? No, it's just me. I'm the best person in cryptocurrency. And I'm working my way up to maybe be the best in the world, but it's going to take a while. There's a lot of people out there. You know, Bill Gates, a lot of people don't like him, but if you're an African, he's hooking you up, right? He's really trying to help you out over there. So I think in a couple of years, people will have to eventually give the respect that they didn't want to. I think it's coming. I think it's time. So I think we're going to see a world where more and more people are going to stake their HEX for longer and longer. Bitcoin is down from 65K down to 47K. It's down 27% from its all-time high. Now, why is that so important? There's this market hype cycle chart that shows you early adopters, some adoption, hype cycle, parabola, hockey stick. Uh-oh, fall out of the parabola. Return to normal. Oh, this is just the dip. Buy all dips. Can only go up. And then doom. And then down 85%. And we've seen this in Bitcoin 3 or 4 times before. It drops 85% usually. Ethereum's dropped 95% before. The technology hasn't changed much. The reasons why people would buy Bitcoin haven't changed much. The software is basically the same. So what really changed? The price went up. And so when you have a reflexive system where people are buying because the price went up, they do the same thing in the other direction as well. If the market gets punched in the nose hard enough and dips deep enough where people feel real fear, they sell, price goes down, so other people sell. Price goes down, so other people sell. And then, you know, when you've already got the world's richest guy that bought in, Elon Musk already put a $1.5 billion in through Tesla, who's the next world's richest guy you're going to get? You know, it's a hype-driven cycle. It's a reflexive system. The price goes up because it did go up, and it goes down because it did go down. And I believe that we already had our top at 65K on Bitcoin, 4,400 on Ethereum, and I think we'll find new lows. I think you'll see Ethereum down at 300. I think you'll see Bitcoin down at 10,000 because historically that is what they have done in the past. And if you try and play the this time is different game, you're going to lose all your money. Usually it's not different. Usually history tends to repeat itself. Usually the market behavior rhymes. It's not identical, but it rhymes. And in my opinion, this is a bull trap. It's a return to normal. It's something that I've been looking for, been waiting for. It's come late. The market was so weak, we couldn't even get a normal bounce. You know, in 2017, we went from 20K down to 10K, back to 17.5. Everyone got long again and they got wrecked, and we ended up back down at 3K. And in this cycle, we went up to 65K, down half more, down 55%, went down to 30K. Now we've bounced back up to 50, and I think we're going to go make new lows now. And if I'm wrong, and the market does want to start doing something new, hey, I already told you about the top at 65K. Are we at 65K? No, we're lower. We're at 47K. We're down 27%. So I will consider my thesis invalid, and I will consider that the market is doing something new if we breach new all-time high at 65K without making new lows. But I mean, this market looks weak to me. You still have people buying $1 million JPEGs. That's not sustainable. If we have a world full of people buying $1 million JPEGs, I think all those guys have to have the opportunity to sell the bottom and lose a lot of money and lock their losses in before we can go up more. You know, this is a closed system. A lot of the gains that people realize are from other people buying tops and selling bottoms, and they profit and enrich those that bought bottoms and sold tops. So I think over the next few years, you're going to see more and more gates open. Right now, HEX isn't on the front page of a lot of coin ranking sites. It's not. People aren't saying kind things about it. Yet, it has 100% uptime, is more secure than Bitcoin, is more price performative, has more features, and it's all opportunity. You know, the best time to buy Bitcoin was when Satoshi owned all the coins. There was no volume. There was no place to trade it. There wasn't on any big exchanges. It was all a ghost land. That was the best time to buy Bitcoin. That is where the opportunity was. And to me, as someone that was in Bitcoin from the very beginning, you know, I was mining full 50 Bitcoin blocks on my own with my own computer, no pool. You didn't even have to include a fee. It was free to use Bitcoin back then. You didn't even have to include a fee. Miners would include your transactions for free, no fee attached. You know, I was in that from the beginning, and I'm telling you that the vibe and the energy and the excitement around HEX right now is even stronger, even greater than it was when Bitcoin was at its beginning. So when I send tweets and I tell you that buying HEX now feels a lot like buying Bitcoin did when it was $1, I'm very serious about that. I think there's a lot more potential now than Bitcoin ever had. And the price chart, you know, bears that. It shows. You can see that what we have created is superior to what Bitcoin's doing. Do you think you're going to get a 10x in Bitcoin over the next 10 years? Do you think you're going to get 100x? It's very hard, very, very hard to move that market up because there's so much energy in it already. that it's very hard to move the weight. I mean, Elon Musk bought 1.5 billion, price didn't even move that much. That's rough. So if him buying doesn't move the price, who are you going to get to buy to move the price? It's hard. And then you've got other things coming out, like Mt. Gox has 140,000 Bitcoin they could dump on the market at any moment when they release them to their creditors. You know, there's risk involved there that just doesn't exist in some other things, like say Ethereum. You know, Mt. Gox doesn't have any Ethereum to dump on you. Mt. Gox doesn't have any HEX to dump on you, but they do have a lot of Bitcoin Cash and a lot of Bitcoin. So, you know, people forget about the possibilities, and there is a lot of possibilities that the market just forgets about. They think it's only up forever. Nope, it's not always up forever. Sometimes there's dips, and how often? Usually we do 3 years of up, 1 year of down. And we've done this multiple times. I don't know why we wouldn't keep doing that. Are fees high? Are people overspending on silly things? Is the price run up insanely fast? It's a good time for a dip. Now, when Bitcoin dips, does HEX dip? No, HEX tends to go up in my opinion. When I look at the chart, when I see Bitcoin dipping and Ethereum dipping, I see HEX going up. It acts as a safe haven. Well, that's a miracle. A safe haven that can go up 4,000x, that's a lot. A safe haven that can go up 4,000x is basically world-changing innovation. I don't think we've ever seen anything like that before, and I've seen a lot of stuff.